The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Check. No. Let's go, defense. Let's go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm going back to you.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taylor now returning it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49. Niners will take over deep in their own territory.
13-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Here we go. Check tight.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
3rd and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the 1st half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And Selleck here left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 56 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Check 50, check 50.
From the red zone now, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They go to Elliott again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
I got you.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Muscles him off. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From left side, caught by Goodwin. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, gun. 21. Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 63 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Kill. 27.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. D. Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And his guys are going to get the football.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls?
21.
Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Second down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo now. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice gain. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
65. Come on. 12, fellas, here we go.
On second down and 4. Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Watson looks to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they really played well in attacking the football.
He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Texans. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 72 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And some room to run now. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. And even 50 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for it?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Flushed out right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have broken the tie. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Garoppolo on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. We have hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! 12, fellas, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
55, Mike, 55.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday. You told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And now off to the races down the right side.